You probably want to create content, but you never really pressed record. And it's most likely because you're afraid to record yourself. And this is a fear that is much more common than you think. So, in this short video, I wanted to go through some of the reasons that people have to not record themselves and why these reasons are actually the exact reasons why you should. So, let's dive right into why we make content and why we do it today, because we were not always content creators. Me and Misha only started in 2024, so last year. And in just 1 year, we have excelled this to a pretty big content business, right? It's pretty much become our new jobs. And this is something we have never imagined to be possible just a few years ago, right? I never thought I would have the courage or the skills or the equipment or anything at all to be able to do this today. But we do, right? And it's awesome. It's so nice to just have this creative process ongoing where you can just press record, speak your mind, or create other educational material for other people, like creating something, putting something into the world. And I mean, you have stories to tell, I'm sure. You have skills to share, I'm sure. And when you look at the percentages, only 1.6% of people are content creators. This is in Europe and the US, so that's nothing. That's honestly nothing. So I'm thinking that majority of all the best videos, all the best creators haven't even started yet, right? And you could be one of them. And if one of these 98% people start creating content, not saying this is going to be for everybody, most people don't today, and some might never, and that's completely okay. But there are so many of you who do want to take the step, who do want to take the leap, but just never know when to get started, how to get started, and make up reasons that are holding them back. So, I can speak personally as to why I didn't start it before, and I think this is the same for Misha. And like I needed the idea of I need something to share, and you come in this cycle of overthinking where you're not starting because you're thinking, well, I don't really have anything interesting to share, and this is most likely false. When you look at your own life story, your own experience, even your own job, this is something that people want to watch. Whether you believe it right now or not, it is absolutely true. Just look at what you are watching on YouTube. Just look at all the videos you've ever watched in your life. You've probably watched cooking videos, you've watched travel videos, you've watched people on the job, just doing stuff. You've watched vlogs, you've watched educational material. These are all things which might happen in your life as we speak, and something that you might even do better than other people, right? And just because it has already been done does not mean that it has not been done by you. It has not been done by you, is what I'm trying to say. And this is where the massive opportunity is currently, in my opinion, because we now live in a world which is increasingly fake. A lot of content is AI generated. I mean, no offense to AI, but I think we are going to be shifting more and more towards very simple content like this. I just put the camera down. I don't have a script. I'm not looking down at something. This is really just me speaking to the camera. And I don't consider myself an expert at all, nor good at what I'm doing, but at least I can look at the camera now and speak my mind. And that's not really something that I was able to do from day one. So it is something you get better at over time, or more comfortable, at least. So you really need to get over the idea that you don't have anything to share, because I can guarantee you it's not true. You have stories to share, and people are a lot more interested in them than you might think. The other one is you're afraid of judgment in some way, shape, or form. And I'd probably even put this at number one, because judgment covers many areas. A lot of people are afraid because of what other people might think of them. And this is completely reasonable. Your mind and your body even reject things that are unfamiliar, uncommon, and envision all sorts of things that can go wrong. They envision danger, and you make up all these scenarios in your mind of nobody's going to watch this, and people are going to laugh at what I'm doing, and I'm going to lose my job. And all these crazy things which never really happen. I mean, I can guarantee you, when you start creating content, people are actually going to look up to what you're doing because they are probably in the same position as you, where they look at content and think, you know what, I can do this, or I can do this better, but they never really make the move. And this is why so few people are defined as content creators, because so few people make the move. And I really hope this is going to change, because like I'm in a DevOps community that I run with my brother, and there's so many good, great people in there that have shared their fears and thoughts. I'm not sure I want to do this, and I think it's scary, and just some of the reasons that I already mentioned, and some of them have actually pushed through and made that video. Two of them are even at 1,000 subscribers right now on YouTube. These are people that have never touched a camera before in their life before last year. And we were one of those. I mean, we're a lot more than 1,000 subscribers and we make a lot more money thanks to content now. But it didn't start that way. We were at the exact same position of not having pressed record before. So being afraid of judgment is something that is irrational, because people are actually going to admire you for what you're doing. And don't take this the wrong way, but people don't care that much about you as you might think. So what I'm trying to say here is that when you are going to create content, you are much more occupied with your thoughts, how you look like, the quality of your content than other people. And most people are never going to know that you're going to create content, especially in your inner circle. When you post videos on YouTube, you can post for years and not have a single relative ever find out. That's because your content gets pushed to the world. This is different than Instagram, where you push directly to your followers. On YouTube, it's a different story. But even if they would see it, they'd probably think, man, that's awesome. He's doing something that I don't dare to do. And if they do hate you for it, which I've never seen happen, then you know that they're simply jealous of the fact that you are doing something that they've had the dreams of doing, but never had the courage to execute upon it. So there's so much opportunity when you just go through the barriers of fear that have been holding you back to create content. And you might be part of that 98% of people that are not content creators, who might make the best videos that are yet to come. And the content creators of 2026, like the growing ones, the big ones, they're going to be starting today, right? You have to start at some point, and you can keep procrastinating and keep making up excuses like, oh, my hair is not nice today. I don't have the right shirt on, or you know what, I'm a bit pale today, and or I don't have it's a mess in the room. And I mean, you have a phone, I'm sure, and you can just take the phone out, go on a walk and record yourself to say hi, or even what's on your mind. People will watch that. I have a personal channel. I posted a video 2 or 3 days ago, which was really just me speaking on my area, and it got 500 views and quite a bunch of comments. So this is also what I mean with, there's a shift going on where people are more hungry for genuine and relatable content, because there's less desire for the flashy intros and the hype editing and everything being completely tailored to keep your attention span. And everybody on YouTube has done this so long because it works. It still works today. But a lot of people are tired of it, right? They just want to see people speaking their minds. They just want to see people like you teaching them something, or telling them something that they're interested in, or something that you can share, which people are interested in as well. There's so much that is yet to share, and not everything is going to get 1 million views, and that's completely okay. Our first videos got 6 views, 30 views, and Mr. Beast himself says the first 100 videos are not going to get any views. And that sounds a bit extreme. It is, in terms of your time allocation and effort. And I think it plays a role into why it's not really that sustainable, because when you make 100 videos and you get 0 views, I can imagine that you'd quit. And that's an over exaggeration, of course. I don't think that's going to happen at all. But you can open your YouTube right now, go to the homepage, and just scroll through the homepage and look at the videos that are being suggested to you. When you do that, I'm sure you'll find numerous videos with 100, 200, 300, 400 views, which is relatively nothing, next to videos getting 100K, 500K, or a million. And this is the YouTube algorithm actively promoting new creators onto the homepage. So what does this mean? What does it say that a random person who really just started YouTube took the phone out of his pocket, put it down, started talking for 20 minutes, and his videos are shown right next to the ones getting millions from Ali Abdaal, Alex Ramosi, or some big influencer or an artist? What does that say? That you get that same video presented to you? It shows that the YouTube algorithm, which is really just another word for audience, is more desiring this type of content as well. And herein lies the opportunity, because that also means it's never been easier to start on YouTube. It's never been easier to, well, I guess the only easier time was when it just started. My YouTube account is like 18 years old. I was there at I think it's the very beginning even. And everything and everybody on YouTube was doing just this. There was nothing else. There was no alternative. Everything was low quality. You could not earn any money on YouTube. So the only content that people made was exactly the type of content that they wanted to create, because there was no purpose in doing it for any other reason. There was nothing to gain on YouTube at the time. And this is the point where I think we're getting back to the roots, where we're shifting towards a content creation world and economy where people are really just going to be creating videos that they want to make. And if people like that, great. And if they don't, there's a million other videos that they can choose from. And this directly makes it the most sustainable for creators as well. Because if you create videos that are not that much effort and are exactly the type of video that you want to make and create, that's a recipe for long-term success, because that's something that you can stick to. That's not something that feels like a job or a chore. And there's no real commitment to, I have to post 2 times a week and do this for the algorithm. No, I mean, just do what you want to do and keep doing that for a while. And who knows, if you do build up an audience, if people like it, and even if you like doing it, then you can always grow it into a business later on, which is completely possible. That's what we did. So we have a free creator community, which you can join. We have like a gear list of all the equipment that I have here that you can buy if you want. It goes over all the stuff, the camera, and pretty much everything you need to buy to get a setup like this. But the vlogs that I made outside were really just with, it's a vlog camera. I'm not going to say phone because that's not true. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and the screen protector is broken. But this is an excellent vlog camera. If you like vlogging, I can recommend this one because it comes with a microphone as well. Much better than the camera that I'm speaking into right now. It's going to be a heavy endeavor. But there's nothing wrong with a phone. And so many people that vlog or make these basic low effort videos nowadays are really just with a phone. You can do this. You can do this. There's absolutely no reason why you can't when you go over the fears of not being able to record yourself. Don't be afraid of the judgment. People will love you for it and not hate you for it. You are much more valuable than you think. You have much better stories and skills to share than you think. And maybe you will belong to that percentage of people that are next year's biggest content creators that made the decision to start today and make the best videos that are going to be appreciated next year. You can keep procrastinating, you can keep postponing, but all you have to do is just put the phone down and press record. That's all. And keep doing it. Keep doing it. If you have one video and you give up because it gets 3 views, you do need to make some commitments, like, I'm going to do this for a while, but I'm going to do what I like to do, share what I know, and stick to my long-term success plan, right? And that's also what we teach in the free community There's a link below, and you can just join for free, hang out with people like me and other aspiring content creators who are in the position as you, who want to start creating content. Just just go, man. Just try it. And if it's not for you, then at least you learned something. It's a very valuable skill to possess when you improve on your speaking, when you build up camera confidence, when you learn about the equipment. It's a fun process to go through and a valuable skill that lasts a lifetime, in my opinion. So that's really the worst that can happen. You walk away with $1,000 worth of knowledge. And you can always delete your videos if it's not something for you in the end, right? But then at least you tried. So I hope this can inspire you to go over the fears of not being able to record yourself. Just go for it, and yeah, hopefully I see you in the community. Bye bye.